I am sorry, but it looks like everybody is streaming today. Took me a little bit to get in. And I just want to show you a very easy way of making fabulous 4th of July earrings or pendants or whatever you decide. For that, you will need some nail glitter, and you can make it with varying colors, but what I thought is the easiest to do is, hold on, let me check something. Okay, I'm good. If you didn't check my channel before, there is, if you go on my channel page, you will find a list, a playlist with 4th of July stuff, and I am linking it in chat. And the other thing that you will need will be some stencils. And I am going to actually show you some on my Amazon influencer store if you don't have any right now. This is the link to my Amazon influencer store. Unfortunately, the ones that I am using here, they are not being sold anymore, but as long as you have something that has parallel lines and something that has stars, you're good to go. There are quite a bit of, as I said, stencils on that influencer, Amazon influencer store of mine. So let's see, let me actually switch to, for you to be able to see my screen. And there we go. So out of everything that's here, let's check for parallel lines. These are miniature ones. Well, I guess I need to look for some new ones. Because these definitely don't have parallel lines. I promise you I'll be looking for this once it's done. There's a whole bunch of them, but as you can see, I just, for some reason, I thought I did everything. There we go. This one has parallel lines and has stars too. Let me add it real quick so that you can find it. In case you don't have, because I've been using the stencils that I'm using, I've been using them in quite a bit of tutorials, and a lot of people have them. Okay, so now they should show up in the first spot. There we go. So if you go, again, if you go to my Amazon influencer store, you will find all kinds of stuff. And the glitters, okay, they are in the glitters, not in the mica powders. You can see I have here two different ones. I am going to only use a holographic, and it's not one of these, because these are more like unicorn style, but you can find all kinds of holographic by itself, like this one, or this one is actually the best holographic by itself. I have it somewhere, I just couldn't find it real quick. So let's go ahead and start the whole thing. And all we need at this point, I am going to cut me a piece. I'm going to use these, you can use whatever cutters you want for your earrings. I'm going to use these. You know, they are my most loved ones. And I got these from a Czech online company, but now you probably can find them all over the place. And for this I need a piece of red, and this is pomegranate red. Now for the red you will need this pomegranate red. Don't use the cadmium red because it's too orangey for the US flag. It's okay. Fluffy reel, thank you. I love fluffy reels. So we are going to use the pomegranate red, and let's see, we want the tip of the earring to have the stars. This one will be with the stripes. Okay, so what you need to do is do this. Make sure that your piece is nice and flat, and place it right here, and make sure that both pieces are the same width, right? Because that is very, very important. I don't need all of this. So remember, use navy blue. If you do not have navy blue, if you only have the ultramarine, then just put about, considering the square 1.5-inch cutter, 1 part ultramarine with a quarter of a part of black, and just mix them really well and you'll get the proper color. Okay, so I am going, so I don't go and mess up again, I'm going to actually cut my earrings ahead of time. You see, I'm gently getting them to wiggle in place. Okay, so now we got this. Don't worry about anything that might not look perfect on the sides, because these, once they are baked, you will be able to use a little piece of sandpaper and do everything just fine. So I don't have anything that's perfectly straight, so I'm going to use, but it's going to still look beautiful, and it's going to actually give it a little bit of a move. Motion. So I'm going to do this one first, this side. And as I said, I'm going to use the holographic. So yeah, all these sets usually come with applicators. If you get the one that's not a set, that separate, if you look also in my influencer store, there's a section for applicators, and you can get a whole bunch of them for just a few bucks. So I'm very careful here to get the holographic glitter. And this is a very fine glitter. It's not a mica powder. It's a glitter, but it's a very, very fine glitter. It's more of a sparkler. Remember that I told you before that you have the glitters that can be fine or chunky, and then you have mica powders on the other end of the size of the grain. But then you also have sparklers that are kind of like in between the fine glitter and the mica powder when it comes to the size of the grain. Okay, so I'm going to first burnish it a little bit to make sure that it got well inside. And then I'm going to blow away from the camera. And then I'm going to remove this and replace it on the other and I did this on the edge. It's not going to be exactly the same, but trust me, nobody's going to notice. And make sure that the stencil is well stuck to the clay. And just do the exact same thing here. If you hear somebody talking in the background, it's my tablet in the bedroom because the cats wanted to play. So I thought that they need to go to bed. And they love watching videos. So I managed to entice them in the bedroom by turning on I have a little fire tablet on my nightstand for white noise, so I can sleep because I have tinnitus and I need some background noise to be able to fall asleep. And I usually either watch, calm documentaries or, sounds of nature, birds, waves, rain, stuff like that. Okay, so we did the same exact thing on this side. And the same as before, a little bit of burnishing. Blow and remove. Now you don't have to put all the 50 stars on here. Just a few is enough to give the idea of the stars. You can even put them so they would be kind of like half showing, just to implicate that there's more. And this has been just a cutout. And again, Let me just put it backwards so I can get the same type of. And there we go. And make sure that you tap real good to get all the little corners of the stars. Burnish, burnish, burnish. Blow and lift. Okay, so we are here. Now, of course, we're gonna do some resin. And another thing that you can do, you can actually, if you have glitter red, go ahead and use that instead of the regular pomegranate. And the same goes for the glitter blue. Just remember, if the glitter blue is too blue, add a little bit of black to it. Yeah, I should have put on my eyeglasses, but and I also have, so in that playlist you will find 2 or 3 pairs of earrings and a brooch, like a rose with the colors of the flag. And also you have in my basic canes playlist, there's the striped cane that you can use. And in the 4th of July one, it's also the stars cane. Okay, quick, because it's going to come. And you don't have to put any kind of backing if you don't want to. You can leave them just like this. Just make sure that you swipe a few times the back with some 600 grit sandpaper, so it won't be shiny from baking on the mirror. Okay, let me put it in. Oh, you'll be able to watch it again. I think it takes a few minutes to process after I'm done, but you'll be able to watch it again without an issue. And then I got some. Oops, sorry, I got some resin here. Yeah, it's now that it's very hot and sunny in the northern hemisphere. Be very careful, because I said it before and I'm going to repeat myself as many times as it takes. Do not, if you get any kind of UV resin on your skin, wipe it right away with alcohol. It will dissolve the resin. Make sure you do not have any UV resin residue on your skin, because if you go outside and you get in the sun, it's going to start curing and it's going to burn you. I am not kidding, and I am not exaggerating, because I don't know if you noticed, but when you cure your resin in the lamp, when you lift it, it is hot because it's an exogenous chemical reaction. When the resin cures, hardens under the effect of the UV light, and so it emits heat. So if you have any drip of UV resin on your skin and you get out in the sun, it doesn't even have to be in the sun, as long as you are in daylight, in bright daylight, like we have during summer. That's going to start hardening and reacting. So there we go. Let me switch to warm so we can get the whole holographic part. So in sunlight, it's going to look, because right now it looks more silverish. Let me try and zoom in than anything. But it is a holographic one, so it's going to get a little bit of a rainbowish stuff. Of course, you can use plain silver glitter, fine glitter. Do not use this with chunky glitter because it's not going to work very good. Or you won't be able to have a good mastery of the edges, but they will look fabulous. So all you have to do now is to bake it, then swipe a little bit with sandpaper on the edges, especially where, see how this one has the cut, but you can use any other shape, including the rectangular one. And then do a little bit with a 600 on the back to remove the shininess from the mirror. And all you have to do is to put a jump ring and the ear wire, and you'll have perfect. Of course, you can extend this and make the stars even lower. Actually, I think that in my, let me check. In those miniature ones, let's see what's the delivery. On the ones for the nails, because I know I had the ones for the nails. There we go. Because I think I might have, this one might have stars. Yes, it does. And in my area, it's overnight. So if you go, hold on a second. If you go back on my, so we go on my Amazon page, we go on stencils and dies, and you can get, that way you can get more. I do have them here somewhere. These are for nails, so they are small. They're about an inch square, and as you can see, they do have stars, so you'll be able to put more stars in here in the blue area. And it depends where you are located. As you can see, in Oklahoma, I have them even overnight, but otherwise they would go, I'll get them tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, maybe. Let me see. Yeah, tomorrow. But it would be in the afternoon. So it is possible that it's in the same, you might have some warehouse close to you too. So just try it. Okay. And thank you so much. I hope you have a great week to come. I'll try and post more stuff, especially for the 4th of July and for the World Cup. I have some stuff getting ready, and I'm also working on. This is something I did with the sponsors, but it's not fully sanded and buffed. It involved several canes, but we are going to get there. As I said, I'm doing much better. I don't have heartburn anymore. As I Monday, I saw my doctor and I was given an extended release antacid, so I don't have the heartburn anymore. I'm telling you, I couldn't even stand straight. It was so hurtful. But no, I'm good. I'm used to the dosage. There won't be any more change in dosage. So, unless, goodness forbid, knock on wood, there's any weather stuff, I should be good and well. My garden is clean. My tomatoes started producing. I don't have to baby them anymore. So I should be able to focus extensively on clay now and hopefully get back to normal, to the normal I was several years ago before I got all these stupid health issues. And I will see you before the 4th of July, I promise. Okay? So good luck with making these. Don't forget to check the. Let me post again the link to the 4th of July thing. And check again what is in it. Yeah, there are 2 earrings and the star cane. But the first one, the very first one, is a former live. So this is the link to the playlist, and it will start playing the first one that is a former live where I showed how to make a rose with the elements of the flag. And then there are 2 pairs of earrings and the star cane for any kind of patriotic jewelry. Okay? So thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. See you soon. Thank you. Bye.